Hi, I am Arpit Mishra and I am just 13 years old. In this video, I am going to share something that even scientists, philosophers, and monks are still trying to solve. I believe I have found a complete answer to one of the hardest questions in the world. What is consciousness? What is the soul? And how are they connected to life, death, emotions, and God? I call it ATP, the soul theory, solving consciousness with energy, soul, and science. Let's begin. Part 1, the core theory. Let me explain the full concept in simple words. ATP, the fuel of life. We eat food, we breathe, and that creates ATP, a tiny molecule that gives our body energy. But I believe ATP does not more than power your cells, ATP powers your souls. Just like petrol powers a car engine, ATP powers the soul, and the soul powers consciousness. Soul, the divine program. The soul is like a program designed by God. It's invisible, but it's give us our identity, karma memory, rebirth cycle. Without ATP, the soul shuts down. Without soul, the body is just a machine. Consciousness, the observer. Consciousness is not the brain, it's the one who watches thoughts, feels emotions, and makes decisions. Like a driver inside a car. It's the awareness that gives life meaning. So here's how it works. ATP equals to energy, soul equals to an engine, consciousness equals to driver, body equals to vehicle. That's the full system. Now I will answer 10 questions that explains life, death, emotions and God through this theory. Question 1. What feeds the thought inside our mind? Consciousness does. Not the brain, not memory, but the one who watching. Like watching a movie, consciousness sees the thoughts and even changes how we emotionally react to them. Question 2. Can a program like humans realize it's a program? Yes, that's called moksha. Like a video game character becoming self aware, when the soul realizes it's divine and eternal, it escapes the cycle of rebirth. Question 3. What happens to the soul in deep sleep or coma? It stays, but consciousness rests. Like a car that's on but not moving. The body is alive, ATP flows, but the driver is on pause. Where does the soul go after death? When ATP ends, the soul leaves the body and takes birth in a new one. New body, same soul, until the soul becomes aware and breaks the cycle. Question 5. What creates emotion like love or fear? Consciousness does. It reacts to the brain's signal and creates feelings. That's why dead body has a brain but feels nothing because of consciousness is gone. Question 6. Can a robot or AI have a soul if it runs on energy? Maybe, but only a functional soul. Robots have electricity like our ATP and code like our karma, but they don't feel. They don't have divine awareness. They are not truly conscious, just machine. Question 7. Does the soul carry memory from past lives? Sometimes, like a flashback in a video game, if the mission needs it. The soul brings the old memory, otherwise, it's wiped and the soul starts fresh. Question 8. Can the soul ever become God again? We already are part of God, like cells in his body. When we awaken, we stop being reborn and stay merged in him forever. And that's moksha. Question 9. Is the inner voice really God? Yes, that voice in your head that tells you what's right or wrong, that's God, speaking through the soul. Even if people ignore it, it's still whisper. Question 10. If we are inside God, what's outside? There is no outside. Maybe God is a type 7 being and our universe is just a cell in his body. Maybe our cell are also universe for someone else. Infinite nesting, no edge, only depth. So let's recap. ATP gives energy. Soul is the divine program. Consciousness is the observer. Body is like the vehicle. When these four connects, you are alive. I call this the ATP soul theory, solving consciousness with energy, soul, and science.